Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. Most people think this means we need a basic income for everyone because if AI takes away our jobs, you'd have to tax the robots and pay the people. Okay, I don't disagree with that, but I believe in something called universal basic equity, which means that everyone in a community should have the same rights. That means that if you have Bitcoin, you are part of the Bitcoin group, like a digital independent state that's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It has its own money system, people who work there, and so on. Now, as the network grows, the value of the Bitcoin you owe increases. Based on Metcalfe's law, which says that the price depends on how many connections there are in the network and how much action there is. It's true for Taylor Swift, Man United, Chihuahua fans everywhere, and any other group that can add value in some way, whether it's through technology, knowledge, or experience. This is just a pure joy of culture. This is really clear in football. People will never really want to play robot football because the fun of the game is in the flaws of people. There's something wrong with it. Okay, so now we have this thing called sports. Physical sports haven't really changed much in the last 5,000 years, though there are esports and other things. People enjoy going to see them because they are real people who are interested in the same things. Then, instead of getting a journal or something, we can now share our thoughts and connect with each other online. Let's say it's a football team like Man United. You can now own a Manchester United token if you're a die-hard fan who isn't working all day because you're not in a standard job like going to someone's office. When you do things like plan meetups or make sure that a new product or piece of goods is released based on the activity, the value of your tokens will go up, or you will get reward tokens. Now you're a member of the community who finds worth in either leading or participating in the community. That is a very strong idea. Some people use it to make money without having to work. It's like making money doing what you love. It's a famous person. For example, Taylor Swift's tour moved the economies of the UK, the US, Australia, and Singapore. It was really big. So what would that group be worth if it were turned into tokens? Everyone who is crazy about Taylor Swift, a lot. It's tens of billions of dollars, or even $100 billion, and she can't get it right now. As of now, no one makes money selling songs, so the only way she can really get value is to go on tour. It's tiring, but it's the human link that makes it worth it. Okay, that's a very big idea, but if you can take that online and join in that economy, etc., it's even bigger. You hear this a lot, but you need to understand that this is the most and fastest rate of technological progress ever. It's possible that the creation of AI is even more important than the splitting of the atom, which made almost infinite energy. This makes information infinite. But it means that now is a great time to use this technology because if you do it quickly, you will have superpowers. Just look back 6 months. The world of AI has changed a lot since then. Now you can write text and turn it into movies. That's the beginning of the end for the movie and TV business. All data and images can be analyzed by it. That's pretty much the end of the banking business. Because it can look at all of this data and find trends, it's a huge step forward in finding scientific breakthroughs. Don't forget that when you add AI to a robot, you get a car that can drive itself. That means the end of cabs and truck drivers. Couriers, that's the end of your runs, when you think about it. We might as well stop now that there is no podcast. There won't be a podcast because you're already giving a one-to-many experience. So people listen to Noah's show and see you talk. It's possible that several thousand people are watching. It's a one-on-one podcast experience, and I'm working on one right now that should be out in a month. At least there's a beta test. That way you can talk to me straight. So you could talk to my podcast instead of having this chat. In the end, Optimus robots would also run my in-person. So one day, a robot will be able to take them on a tour of the Amazon jungle. This is the singularity moment where people and machines become, say, how many people wear an Apple Watch or an Aura ring? Your cell phone, these are just now becoming parts of us. All of this, along with Neuralink on the brain, means that we will merge with computers and become superhuman. A lot of people will not, and they will change. And that will cause a split in society that we don't fully understand yet. I believe it will be very hard to know what will happen in the world after 2030. Really, the faster you accept new technology, the more of an edge you will have over your competitors, so I kind of think the 6 years. That is what you should do if we are talking about jobs. It will make you a better cook and a better person in general. These things will happen if you quickly adopt it. This is because the future is so uncertain. If you do this right and early on, though, you might be able to reach your goal faster than you thought possible. That's the only way you can be sure of not getting what you want. In other words, you need to relearn, but this time you can do it right away because you don't have to be an expert. There's no reason for me to learn how to code computers when I used to work with steel. That needs a huge amount of knowledge. There is no learning curve for this. Why? You just ask her what to do. Listen up, I don't know how to use you. How can I use you? I'm in charge of sales. It's okay, you know. That means there is no knowledge gap. Go ahead and do that. Do it for yourself. It's going to change your life. You might also reach your goals for a better quality of life more quickly.